We've got a Hall of Famer in the room. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
Meyers.
Annie, how you doing?
She's got ties to the Pacers.
Nice to see you.
As a student and as a historian of the game, just wondering how her game might translate to this current Pacers roster today's NBA league.
You want to come up here and talk about it? I'd like to hear your take on it, really. Well, Annie Meyers, of course, is one of the great female players of all time, Hall of Famer, and I don't know the exact story. You had a tryout with the Pacers, is that what it was?
Free agent.
Did you get drafted?
Free agent.
Free agent. And what was that experience like?
Slick was the coach.
Slick was the head coach? Oh, that must have been awesome. I mean, that must have been awesome. Slick and his wife Nancy are probably the two most important people in the history of this franchise. Slick not only for, coaching championship teams and so on and so forth, but, they were the two that literally breathed life back into the franchise when it was almost about to fold. I know Nancy had a big part in the telethon that they put together, and they saved the team, and then eventually, Herb Simon came in and took ownership and took over the debt, and then over the last 40 years, and Mr. Simon is now the longest tenured owner in NBA history, and very deserving of being nominated for the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame as a contributor. So we're all hoping that enshrinement is something that does happen, but it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Sorry Market Square is not still here.
Can you comment about a pretty good guard you guys have right now with Tyrese and getting the second All-Star vote, just what he's meant for this team, and then also with him out and how the system has worked without him?
Well, he is a great young player and has made significant strides in each of his 4 years in the league. This year, with our run in the in-season tournament, it finally cast a very deserved limelight on him as a player, as a person, as a leader, and as a face of this league going forward. And so all that is pretty obvious with his selection as a starter. I mean, that's, it's the fan vote, it's the media vote, and it's the player vote, and it's a combination, and that makes it even more meaningful to me. So very happy for him. He understands that, getting to this threshold of status means that you simply cannot exhale at all, because you got to keep pushing, and you got to keep pushing to higher levels, and you got to keep pushing to help your team get to higher levels. And but everyone in this organization is so proud of him. The city is so proud of him. He's accelerated our rebuild exponentially, really, and guys like Pascal Siakam wouldn't even be possible if there was no Tyrese Halliburton. So he's an enormous part of what we're doing.